Yensid Organist here, and welcome back to another episode of OrgelCraft. I hope you guys are having a great day today. So I've got some fun things planned for you today. We're going to do a little bit of a different project to start out. We will be working more on the village that's back there, but at the end of the last episode, I had talked about wanting to start a tree farm. Well, I have that tree farm pretty much done, so let's go up and take a look at it. So here we are. I've got all the trees grown right now, but we have rows of each of them. So I started here with oak, and this is the little planter that we have, and then I've got pathways down in between each of the trees, and then longer pathways between the types. So we have oak, then we move to birch, acacia, and then we move to our 2x2 trees, which are dark oak, spruce, which get really tall if we come over here. And then the last row here is for jungle trees, which I haven't found yet in this world, so this is just going to sit here empty. I don't know, I might grow something else if I have need for it. So this is the tree farm, and I think it looks pretty nice with these pathways here and the little planters that go around the base of it. And we've got a good area up here. Now, what I want to do to start this episode off is I want to finish this off, because what I didn't show you when we were down below is I've created a big old platform up here where all the trees are, but it doesn't look so good right now. So what I did was I brought this path all the way to the edge, and we're going to build up a retaining wall. And we're going to use the style that we've used from over here as we do that. So let's see. Let's go up to start. Alright, so this is, I say the center. It's the center as far as types of trees. We've got 3 on this side and 3 on this side, but because these are the 2 wide and these are the single wide, obviously it's not quite centered. I hope that doesn't drive anyone too crazy. Alright, so we're going to come right here, and I actually want to go, let's see, let's do one more, and that will give me a gap of 4. And what I'm thinking is we're going to have these columns. I made these stone slabs, and they look really nice when you stack them. So what I'm going to do is, actually, before I do this, I'm going to put my armor back on so that this drop doesn't hurt nearly as much. And I'm going to drop down here, and then 1. And then we're going to bring that all the way up, and then let's go and do that on the other side. So having that 4-block gap. Alright, so that's where we're going to build up to. Then, what I'm kind of thinking, as far as a design goes, and let's see, I should have this here. So I'm thinking to layer the 3 types of wood that we've been using. So we have our birch, and we're going to use the planks for that. I won't do all of this right now. And I'm going to start from the top, because we're going to build into this hillside. And I just realized this is not going to be the easiest way to do this. All right, but let's take, and let's go acacia. And maybe I can reach this from here. And then I want to do, maybe. There we go. And then let's do a layer of oak, a layer of birch, another layer of oak, and then the acacia logs. How does that look? Kind of hard to tell. I wonder maybe if we reverse the oak and the birch. I'm gonna have to take all of this out. Hang on. Yeah, I like that better. It just seemed too dark. I think maybe with the gray of the acacia and the dark of the oak is probably what had it not looking so good together. Now, the other thing here is I want to bring these slabs all the way down. so that it actually looks like it's going into the ground. That looks good. All right, so then let's finish this off. And we'll take that out. And this worked out perfectly. I did not plan that ahead of time. That just works out, and I think that looks good. So what I'm going to do from here is we're going to extend this, and I want to do... We have 4 for the center just because it's an even, but for the rest I want to do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll put another stone pillar here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And we'll see how well this lines up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I was really hoping that I could get that on the corner. Yeah, maybe we can go with that anyway. We'll work with that. I think that'll be okay, and then we can build up another one over here. Actually, I'm not sure if I want to do every side with this, especially because it doesn't slope down too much, and the other side actually goes up into a hill if we go over and take a look at that. So maybe we won't do the sides. Maybe we will just do the front, and we will come back and take a look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill all this in, and we'll come back and take a look at it. All right, welcome back, everyone. I forgot to mention in the last episode that I actually went out and found another horse. So we now have 2 horses, and they're hanging out with the chickens right now. I want to build a stable for them, probably not in this episode, but maybe in the next one, because they definitely need their own place that's a little more dignified than the chicken pen. Anyway, so here is the wall, and it stretches all the way along. I ended up bringing these stone slab pillars out by one, and it gives it a little bit depth, and I think it makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. I had a little bit of difficulty as far as spacing went. So on this side, we did together, and it went right to the end of where the tree farm is. This one went 2 or 3 blocks past where the tree farm was supposed to be. Oops, I missed that one. There we go. Bring that all the way in. And same thing over here. There we go. So yes, officially the tree farm ends here. Like, I want it to be one outside the pathway. And I couldn't decide, and I played around with a whole bunch of different spacing. I tried it with 4, I tried it with 6, and I couldn't get anything to work out right because it's slightly off-center, and there really was no good way to do it. And I was trying to figure out what would appease my OCD the most, and so what I decided to do is I decided to just extend the hill a little bit, and this retaining wall will go beyond our tree farm, but I think it looks okay from down there, and hopefully it won't be too bothersome when we're up here. So there's 2 more things that I want to do. That's going to need to change. And the first thing is I want to build a nice staircase that comes up here. And I kind of want to do like one that kind of turns back and forth on itself. So that's one thing. And then the other thing I want to do is I actually want to take and put a fence all the way around this farm. So let's start with that staircase. I went ahead and made up some stairs, and let's see how high this is. Where is our center? Here it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now I have to think about what the best way to do this is. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, welcome back. Well, I have spent far too long on this and gone through about 3 different designs, and I finally came up with something I liked. So I just have this very basic staircase, and then just have these little columns here supporting it. And I think this looks the best, and it's nice and easy to get up here. So I went ahead and finished the fence. It goes all the way around now. And I think we are all done with this project. Now, the one thing that I still have to do is I still have to put a retaining wall on the back of this because we have another drop-off. But that's not something we really see from where we are right now, so that is something I will finish at a later time. All right, so let's move on to our village. And the first thing I want to do is I want to work on a couple of interiors, because there are some things that I'm starting to need in this world. And there are two buildings here that will really kind of give us what we need. So the first is storage. So I've been using this area to do my storage, and I have a few chests over in the house over there. But I don't really want to put too many chests in the house. It starts looking really cluttered. But I thought that this guard tower would be a really good place to put some storage, because even though it doesn't go up very high and the rooms above aren't big, it comes all the way down here. And I realized we could actually hollow out the area below it and use that for storage. So I've already done a little bit, and I have 2 levels that I have come up with where we can do some storage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here, and I brought a whole bunch of stuff that I got prepared for this. And so I was thinking it might be not good to have a furnace in here just in case we need to smelt anything up. And then let's go ahead and fill this room with chests. Let's see, I think I'm going to do this. And it's obviously going to be pretty tight in here, but again, this is really just some bulk storage. And let's go ahead and put them along here as well. All right, so this is as much as we can do on this level and still being able to have a place to walk. I can't put any above here because since there's a solid block, I can't actually open the chest. So that's as high as we can go. Now, down on the lower level, I used half slabs for the floor, so we will be able to put a chest in this upper level and open it. And there was this little pond at the base of the hill here, and the base of the tower came into it, and I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to do something with this. With the water being too high, I can actually go into swimming mode, and I can actually come all the way down here. I had some iron that was in here, and I'm stuck. Oh, okay, there we go. But I thought it might be kind of cool to make like a little emergency escape hatch. So that might be something to play with later. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's put another crafting bench in here, because it's always good to have those close. And let's put along the wall here, and then we'll do this. And I probably don't have enough chests. We could do one small one there. And then let's put them along this wall, and let's see, we can put one more there, 2, 3, 4, and maybe a couple there. So let's do 5 more. Oh, I already have planks that are ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can make a few more if I need to. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure it goes into that one. 4. There we go. Okay, so now we have some storage, and the other thing that I was thinking would be good so that we can identify our storage is to make some signs. So let's go ahead and grab a few more planks, and then let's make a few signs here. I'm hoping that I can do this. We'll grab that for right now. And then I believe you can put them on here. Okay. And then you can label them with various things like stone. Yes, we can do this. And then we could do like cobble, stone. And then we could do like, what else do we have? Andesite, granite, diorite. Those don't get used nearly as much, and you don't come across as many when you... So we can do like that, and we can go ahead and do that on all of them in here. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead... Nope, that's not right. That's what I... Why can't I... Oh, because that one's there. That's why. For right now, I'm not going to put anything because I don't know what exactly I need, and I'm not going to take the time to fill all of this out today. But we'll put them here for when I do finally get around to moving all my storage in. We'll be able to label all of these. Okay, so I think that will do for this interior, and I can clean up my storage as I need to. The other thing that I want to do is I went ahead and I redid this library down here. It's pretty much an exact replica of the one that is up on top of the hill that we did in the last episode, but I left the interior blank because one of the other things that we need is an enchanting table. All our tools and armor have different enchantments that you can put on them, and this basically enhances, what they can do. So, for instance, with your tools, you can make them more efficient, you can make them work faster, you can make them last longer before they break. And, with armor, you can put added protection. So you can have things like fire protection and fall protection, that you can put on your boots and other kinds of things. So in order to make an enchanting table, we need obsidian. So we need to come down to the mine. And let's see here. I wanted to do... Let me grab really quick. I have a bucket of water. I want to make a bucket for lava and show you how this works. Now, I'm trying to remember one of these. I came across a lot of lava, and I think it might be down here. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so obsidian is made when water comes into contact with lava source blocks. And did I not make I did make a bucket. I thought I made a bucket. Okay. I swear I did that before. Oh well. Anyway, so we have... There's two types of lava blocks. We have lava source blocks, which are the ones that are just kind of static here. And then we have flowing lava, and this is where you can see it has that animated to it. Now, let me go up here really quick. Lava is extremely useful. So let's do this really quick. I have to remember how to do this. So I'm going to do that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And that should... I don't want to screw this up. I guess I'm not in any real danger if I screw this up. All right, let me get my water bucket. I hear a skeleton. Okay, so if we put lava in there, it will flow down into there. Now, if we put water over here, when water comes into contact with flowing lava, it turns it into cobblestone. And, yep, and there was the other thing that happened. So, when flowing water meets a source block, it turns it into obsidian, which is this black and purple block. This is the hardest block in the game and can only be mined with a diamond pickaxe and takes quite a while to break, as you can see. So this is why we need our enchantments, because they will allow us to break blocks much faster. You saw how slow that was, and there are things we can do to make that go a lot faster. I'm going to grab a bucket of lava because it's useful to have, and then I'm going to turn this whole thing right here into obsidian. Now, I'm not going to get all the rest of this on camera because obviously that would be really, really boring and would take far too long. So I'm going to get what I need, and I'll meet you back over at the village. Alright, I have gone ahead and I've mined out 20 obsidian, which will be more than enough for what we need it for today. So, let's go ahead and get that enchanting table made. So, let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm missing one ingredient. Hang on. Okay, I forgot that I needed diamonds to do this. Alright, so we need that, and then a book on top. And we have our enchanting table. Now, an enchanting table by itself isn't going to get us everything we need. And where do I want to place this? I'm going to put this there. That's where I want to put this. So if we go in here, this allows us to take a tool and gives you various different things. So we have like efficiency 1 and efficiency 2. And those are the things. And you use lapis lazuli to be able to do the enchantments. Now, I'm not actually going to do this. And then this little green number here tells you how many levels that you need. Your levels are down here at the bottom, this green bar that fills up, and then it tells you how many levels you have. So this is how many that it takes to be able to do certain enchantments, and I really wish that I had 30 levels. Oh, and the librarian is back. Hello. The highest level of enchantment that you can have is level 30. And as you saw, our highest one right here is 5. So in order to be able to get those upper level enchantments, you need bookshelves. And the bookshelves need to be arranged around the enchanting table. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you can see they have these mysterious runes that are coming through. And then I think, let's see, I believe that it's 15. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see. So now if we come in here and we put that in, do we get level 30? We do. Okay. So that is what we need. So this is going to be our setup. Now, unfortunately, I do not have 30 levels, so we can't quite get there. I'm going to need to do something about that. Hang on. Okay, I have 30 levels now. All right. So let us see what we can get. So I'm going to do this on one of my diamond tools for sure. So let's see. Unbreaking 3, that's fantastic. Fortune 2, ooh, that's also good. So Unbreaking will allow the tool to last much longer, and Unbreaking 3 is the highest level that you can get. Fortune applies to blocks that actually drop their ore when you mine them. Like iron, you get a block and you have to smelt it, but when you get a block of lapis, it breaks apart into this. And so Fortune allows you to get more of whatever resources in the block. It's particularly good for diamonds. Fortune 2 isn't the best that we can get, it's the second best. Fortune 3 is the best. But that's pretty good, so that might be worth doing, especially because we need more diamonds. And then Efficiency is what allows it to move faster. Now, Efficiency 2 is pretty slow. Efficiency goes all the way up to level 5. So that's what we can put on there, and you get different things for different tools. So if I put my shovel in here, what do we get? Unbreaking, Fortune, okay. Apparently it's the same. How about for the axe? Unbreaking, Fortune, Efficiency. Okay, so apparently that's what we're going to get. Now, we're only going to get one shot at this, so I think let's go ahead and do Unbreaking, because that is the best, and we might get lucky, and we might get additional enchantments when we do this. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So we have made our enchantment, and we got Efficiency 3 and Unbreaking. Efficiency 3 is not the best we can get, obviously, but it is much faster. And let's see, do I have something I can demonstrate with? Yes, let's use this cobblestone here. So, if I put a couple blocks down, and we use this, you probably don't notice much difference at Efficiency 3, but it is going faster than it did before. Alright, now a couple other things that we're going to need in here. One of the other things that you can do is you can enchant books. So if I put a book in here, now we can get a level 30 enchantment. We get Protection 3, Sharpness, which is good for swords, Bane of Arthropods, which is one of the most useless enchantments in the game. Now we need level 30 for that, and we're down to 27 levels after that one. It doesn't actually use all 30 levels, it only uses the amount that you go. So you have Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. We used a Tier 3, and it took us down 3 levels. So one of the other things that you can do is, like if you don't have 30 levels, is you can actually block off some of the bookcases, and it will lower the number that you can get. So like this is down to 20, and this would give us Depth Strider. Now this would be useful to have, because we could put this on our boots, and it helps us move faster through water. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we now have that on a book, and I'm going to go ahead and break this. The other thing that we need in here is we need an anvil. Now, to make an anvil, I need a few blocks of iron. I hope I'm remembering this. I believe you do it like that. Nope. Okay, alright, I'm going to have to go into the crafting book. Let's see here. do I make an anvil? I don't know. I don't remember. And... oh, you know what? I might actually need to go. There we go. Alright, now there's the anvil. Not a crafting table, an anvil. I had it reversed. Okay. Alright, so there's our anvil. And it's gotten dark. I have no torches in here. Ooh, let's fix that. Let's put that and that. Okay. Alright, I suppose for the villager's sake I should go sleep. Excuse me? Stupid villagers. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this anvil up here. And then the anvil can be used to repair tools. It can be used to place enchantments on things. So, this is not the most ideal way of doing this. But what we can do is we can take our iron boots, we can take our enchanted book, and we can put them on here. And now we have Depth Strider on our boots, and we can move through the water much faster. Alright, so that is that taken care of. The other thing I want to put in here is I do want to put a chest just so we can store our lapis lazuli, which will make it easier for repairing in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down, and we'll put that in there, and I'm also going to put these extra bookshelves just in case, and the extra books. Alright, that will do for our interior here. We could probably do a little bit better, but now we have our enchanting set up. So the final project for today is going to be cleaning up this blacksmith shop, or this smelter. So we've got some lava over here. We have these nice iron bars. I don't want to do a lot to this structure. What I do want to do is replace with the stone brick that we've been using in all of the others. And I have an idea for what I want to do for the interior. So let me go ahead and get that done, and we will start wrapping this up. Alright, so welcome back. Our librarian is inspecting the work that I have gotten done here. So I went ahead and replaced all of the cobblestone with the stone brick. Did a little bit of variation over here so that this looks a little bit nicer. A couple of different layers on here. I also made it so that it's not possible to walk into the lava, which is very important because these villagers just seem to be wandering everywhere, don't you? Yeah, and would probably wander into the lava, and we want to keep our villagers safe. So, coming around to look at the back, we have this, and I added the acacia logs on the end here, just to kind of tie all that together. I left the half slab stone slabs on the roof. I think that's a nice little touch with that. And left these furnaces here. I didn't do any variation with the wood. I really don't think it needs it here. If you disagree, be sure to let me know. So then the last thing that I want to do is I want to fill this out, and we need a smelting array in here, because I am definitely needing to smelt materials as we go, and it would be good to have that. So I've made a bunch of furnaces, and we're going to put them in. Let's do that, and I just realized I'm not going to be able to reach that one. Alright, let's see what happens here. There and there. Is that what I planned on doing? Yes, but I can't reach the ones in the corner, so that kind of defeats the purpose. I also need a torch in here because it just got very dark as soon as I blocked all the windows. So let's go ahead and put that and that. I suppose if I stand up here, I can reach them. Yeah, let's leave it like that. All right. Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't put these on the floor. Well, this isn't going to be a true super smelter that's completely automatic. I'm going to have to load everything in by hand, but this is our butcher. Yeah, you might have use for this place. What we're going to do is we're going to make hoppers, which will allow us to take the smelted items out of the furnaces and move them to that chest. So to do that, we need a bunch of chests and iron, and this is going to give us our hoppers. And I think I had 8, so I need 8 of these. Okay. And then these are going to get hard to place. So if I crouch, I will be able to place these, and I can't get in there. So we're going to take this out. And let's go ahead and do that. 2. And hoppers will always flow into whatever other hopper or chest that you put them into. So as I'm clicking on these, they should flow all around there. So if I take one of these, and if I just toss it out, it will get sucked up into there, and it should go all the way around and end up in this chest. It does. Excellent. All right. So then I just need to put those furnaces back. That's going to go there, there, and there. Okay. So then, let's see, what can I do? If we open this up, let's just go ahead and put a little bit of coal in there, and then I'll throw half of the stack in here, and then we can get some cracked. So that furnace will run, and then when those items are done, actually we can watch it right here. You'll see this is where they normally end up. It will pop in there very quickly, and then it'll get pulled out, and it will end up over here. There we go. All right. Now, these don't look the best, so I was thinking that we would cover them with some stairs. So let's put that there, and then I did not plan this correctly because there is not going to be any room to walk in here. That's okay. Alright, that will cover those hoppers up, and actually I can put that there. There we go. And I did the ceiling as a half slab, so that actually gives us enough room to stand in here. So it's very cramped in here, obviously, but all we really need it for is to be able to access these. And you know what? It solved our problem of the corners, because now we can walk up here and we can throw things in there, and we can get a lot of items smelted at once. So, because I have a lot of cobblestone right now that I need to turn into stone, and this will make that go a lot faster, and then I'll be able to just grab everything when we're done. All right. So I think that is going to do it for today's episode, and the sun is just about to go down, so that is perfect. So I think we've accomplished quite a lot today. We got the tree farm done, we got some interiors done, and we got this last building finished in the village. So we have definitely made a lot of progress. I think for the next episode, we're going to work on kind of just making this whole village a little bit prettier. The landscaping is kind of all over the place. Not very easy to get around. We also should probably clean up that well. So we're going to do some landscaping in the next episode and just kind of getting things cleaned up here. And then I think it will be time to move on to a new project. So that is all I have for today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. And leave me a comment as well, as it really does help out the channel. And as I've said before, I really want this series to be comment driven. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see me do. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all of my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media, and if you'd like to help support the channel, I would encourage you to consider becoming one of my Patreons. You can find links to all these sites down in the description. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.